Welcome to the dream world. Welcome to the dream world. I want to share two dreams with you guys tonight. And one is, well, let me just get straight to it. I had this one dream. As you know, if you've seen any of the dream series videos that I did, that sometimes I find myself in the actual dream with a person. So let me give you yeah, let me just get to it. Okay, years ago, I remember I was hanging out in Long Island City in Ravenswood Projects. And for some of y'all who don't know, that New York City with the boroughs, it's filled with a lot of projects. There's projects everywhere, all through New York City. So this particular time, I'm visiting my relatives. They was living in Ravenswood Projects, and next to Ravenswood Projects, you got Astoria, you got Queensbridge. I can't remember the other one, but there was this guy. His name was Lamique, and he was really attractive, and he tried to talk to me a couple of times and everything like that. So just think about right there. We're gonna leave it right there. So now I'm having this dream, and I was coming down the stairs in the projects. I was coming down the stairs, and it was kind of like the staircase was a little dark. But as I come down the first flight, and you know, if you've been in the projects down the staircase, once you come down the flight, you turn the corner, and then there's another flight. As I turned the corner to go down another flight, I see a guy sitting there. He had his hoodie on, but I see him pick up a spoon, and he put a needle in the spoon. And the next thing you know, he injected himself, and then his eyes is rolling back on his head. But I'm standing in front of him now, and I'm watching this dude OD in front of me. And I was just like, wow. So I woke up, went on with my day, not even thinking about anything or even trying to figure out who that was. And it was like, I guess a couple of weeks later or so, my cousin called me and she was like, yo, what's up? You coming out here today? So I was like, yeah, I mean, she was like, oh shit, let me tell you. She was like, girl, Lamique is dead. And I was like, Lamique, who are you talking about? And I was like, wait, light skinned cutie that was trying to rap to me? She was like, yeah, girl, they found him. He had OD'd. And I was like, on the staircase? She was like, yeah. Like, how you know? I was like, oh my God. I was like, yo, I fucking dreamt that shit. I seen him OD on the staircase. Girl, I was standing right there next to him. Now, these are the dreams that are still baffling to me. I don't know why spirit places me in these types of dreams where I'm actually seeing someone that's dying. You know, like the women that went into the Passaic River. So, yeah, that was one. It was baffling, but yeah, Lamique. I don't know if he was in Ravenswood when he OD'd or Astoria Projects, but he OD'd on heroin on the staircase, and that was that one. Now, this other dream I had was for a distant relative of mine, and he was a fugitive at the time. And I remember he was staying at this house in Newark, New Jersey. Newark, you know, some people say Newark, or they don't know how to pronounce it. If you've been in that side of town, it's Newark, but it's Newark, New Jersey. And that side of town in Newark he was living in, it was off the chain. Okay, I mean cops everywhere, murders, all types of shit. And something about the house that he was staying in was kind of creepy. I don't know. The energy for me was just like, I don't know, something's up with this house, you know? And we went over there, you know, me and my homies, we went over there to just check him, see how he was doing and everything. So I remember I had a dream of this same particular house, y'all. But in that house, it was like a family or a couple of people in the family. I know it was a female, two kids. I don't know if it was a dude, but they were murdered in the basement of that house. And I could feel the energy. And plus, that whole area, I'm quite sure some of those abandoned houses had bodies in them. I mean, because Newark was off the chain. I mean, it still is. It's probably gotten worse from back then. So I told him that. I was like, yo, that house you living in, there was some motherfuckers murdered in the basement. And he was like, really, cuz? Really? You know, like he didn't want to believe me or something. But I was like, I was to the point where I was like, I don't think I'm going to be going to see his ass no more over there. So, once again, his girlfriend had stopped by. She was cooking or doing a fish fry or something. So I was like, all right, I'll come over. But then when I get there, we're in the car. And he's like, whatever you do, don't get out the car to come into the house yet. Just sit there. 50 is on the block. And I was like, okay. But the cops had this bright, you know, they have the bright lights that they shine to see who's in the car or who's down the street. That's what they were doing. Me and my homie, we sitting in the car. I just got my goddamn chronic. And the cops is driving by with that light. And I'm kind of just like, I already said I didn't want to come back over here. And they would have that light shining for a while. So they finally left. I was already like, I'm not hungry no more. I'm just going to go on ahead and get on out of here. But that night, I had another dream for him. And the dream was, cops going to be kicking in the door at about 4, 5 in the morning. I think it's time for you to leave this area. Go and be a fugitive somewhere else, you know? So I told his girlfriend what was happening because she would stay there with him sometimes with her son. And to me, that didn't make sense to me. But you know this nigga on the run. Why would you even bring your kid here? So, sure enough, it was about 5:45, about 6 in the morning. I get a call from a girl crying. Oh my God, they came in here. So I'm half asleep. I'm like, what? What's happening? It was his girlfriend. And she was like, the cops, they just bust down the door. And as she's telling me, I said, so it's about 5 or 6 of them. I said, and he ran in the bathroom trying to dump whatever shit he had. And she was like, yeah. I said, you must have forgot. I told y'all I had a dream 50 was going to be kicking in your door. And they was going to be snatching his ass the fuck up out of there. And that's exactly what they did. He didn't listen. So they arrested him. And wherever they arrested him, they took him wherever he was going to go. But the girlfriend, she was kind of like devastated, you know, because my son is here. And he was trying to flush his weed or whatever he was trying to sell down the toilet and shit. But the cops was like, nigga, let's go. We've been looking for you. So sometimes when I share a dream with someone and they don't listen, they're going to have to eat them consequences, you know. I mean, lo and behold, they had transported him back to where he came from. And he was on the run again. I don't know how he was slipping out of the jail. But I was just like, nigga, just don't come back this way. Don't come back this way at all. So, that dream kind of baffled me because I was like, damn, I really wanted him to be free and shit, you know. But he was like, I would never turn myself in, ever. They got to come for me. And pretty much that's what they did. So I figured I'd make it short and sweet tonight. And those are the 2 dreams that I have for you guys. Stay well. Stay healthy.